help me sleep, like, kid. I was like, okay, if you want to try being friends, you have to see me at least once a week by yourself. And like, we can try that and like try talking.
But in that shit, you guys can't be making out.
No, we, like it's happened a couple times and we haven't, like.
Alright, I'm like, straight up, like if you want that to happen, like for real, you guys gotta stop making out, or you just gotta stop hanging out.
Yeah, well,
basically, that's how it goes.
Well, that's what I was like. I was like, I don't trust you not to do anything with me anymore. But also,
he just seems like he just always tries something, so.
Yeah.
It's like.
And like, so. What happened? Oh, yeah. So when I went home on Sunday, he texted me at like 10 p.m. He's like, are you coming home? Are you coming back? And I'm like, yeah. Like, well, I was sleeping when he texted me, and I like got it at 2, or I responded at like 2 a.m. when I woke up. And I was
this shit happens late.
Yeah. And then I was like, why do you want to know? And he's like, oh, I just want to make sure. Like, he responded in the morning, and I was like, that really confused me. Like, I was like, why do you care if like I'm coming back or not? Also, Hannah told me on Monday night when I got back that she was going to move out by the end of February, and she had put an ads on Craigslist, and there were people like interested, and somebody was coming over this Friday night to look at the apartment.
Just like that?
Just like that. And like, I didn't really know what to say, and so I was just kind of like, okay. But like, then I was kind of internally freaking out. And then like, I called my mom, and then I'm like, it's been like really bad. And like, but basically, my parents won't let me live with a stranger, especially from Craigslist. Like, they just won't let me live with a stranger. And like, she can't get off the lease unless I consent to whoever signs the lease. So she's stuck in the lease, and like. So
as long as you say no, she still has to keep paying rent?
Yeah.
And there's no thing she can do about it.
She can break the lease, which is $3,000, and if she wants to do that, then like I do have to leave. But
yo, that's some like straight up. Like, not friendship, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it.
Right?
You know?
And then
like,
it was
you
like,
get that involved where you like, no, you know.
And like, she just said she wants.
It's like recently?
This is this week.
Okay.
Yeah, this was Monday. Okay. And then on Tuesday, she like is like saying all this shit to me at the beginning of rehearsal, and I'm just like, you know, you're on the lease until I consent to have you removed from the lease, right? Like, and like, I'm not sure if like my parents will consent to anybody, like any stranger. Yeah. She was like, so you're gonna make this difficult for me? And like, she started like causing a scene in the middle of rehearsal, and I was like, you know what? I am a soloist in this dance. Like, I don't need to be here for group rehearsal. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave. Like,
is that like a dance diss?
No, like I was just like, I'm just gonna leave rehearsrsal right now. And like, she was like, no, you always do this. You always just leave. And I'm like, in my head, like, don't say it. Like, I'm just like, I'm trying so hard to just keep it all in. I'm like, Hannah, you are one of the reasons why I developed depression and stopped eating. And she's like, you're gonna blame that on me? And I'm like, yeah, you never really helped, especially with the whole Chris situation and like, you know, hanging out with him behind my back, like. And she's like, you're gonna bring him up? He is just a guy. And like, at this point, I'm walking out of the room, like out of the hall, like into the parking lot, and she's following me, yelling at me. And like, as I'm walking
she's still following.
She's following me. And like, I like run into my friend who's the choreographer. I don't like, I don't think I should be at rehearsal right now. I'm gonna go home. And he's like, okay, that's fine. And then like, she yells at us while we're talking. She's like, no, you don't understand the bullshit this girl has put me through. From like, basically across like a basketball court. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And like, I literally just walked through the parking lot past my car because I'm like, I can't drive right now. And like, I call my mom and I'm like, Mom, Hannah's literally following me, telling me how everything is my fault when it's not. Like, literally, and I'm like, going off on my mom. I'm like, she is not going to leave, like, or she's gonna, like, I'm gonna make her pay, or like
some shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna make her like be responsible for the contract she signed until she is like she pays to break it. Yeah. Like, because it's not my fault. Like,
yeah, like,
and I'm just like freaking out on my mom. And then like, yeah, so basically that's happened.
Wait, this happened Tuesday?
Yeah, this happened Tuesday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yo, I'm like, wait, today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
So much has happened. And like,
yeah, that's wild, man. Also,
she threw a party at the apartment and she invited Oksana.
What happened with Oksana?
Oksana? I told you about Oksana.
Did you? I don't remember.
Yeah, she basically is just a bitch and like...
Is she the Asian one?
Yeah.
Oh, she was cute though.
She has a really... Like, actually, no, I'm not even gonna say it.
Cute though.
I mean, like, sure.
Like, I guess some of her pictures she looks cute. Is she like, low key?
I just see her ugly soul, that's the thing.
I don't know. I guess because you know her.
Yeah, so I'm basically not friends with any of the dudes anymore. I mean, like, I'm cool with Logan. Logan's...
What about, like, any of the girls? Like, none?
Well, like, you know, Hannah. Well, actually...
Like, the main ones are, like, Hannah, Oksana. We're not friends with either of them.
No.
So, like, I don't know who else.
Well, like, the thing is, like, a lot of people, like, they've seen, like, kind of, like, what I've been going through.
And they just kind of abandoned you.
No, like, well, they did. Those people that, like, I've been complaining about have. But, like, there's other people that, like, have, like, reached out to me and, like, have, like, showed that they really care. Like, Gabby and Katie and Allie, like, they've all, like, when they kind of heard what happened at rehearsal yesterday, like, they texted me and, like, asking me if I was okay. And, like, I was honest with them. I was like, you know what, I will be in the same room as Hannah, but, like, to work with her in a dance, but I will not talk to her otherwise. Because, like, I have to work with her. But, like, also, like, at school, there's this girl that, like, I was kind of, like, friends with last semester, and, like, this semester, she's really, like, we really, like, gotten close, because, like, she's, like, in the dance department, but she's, like, a work-study participant, so she kind of, like, works for the dance office.
Is it, like, where...
It's like a financial aid program.
Alright, cool. Alright.
Yeah, so she does that, and like, so I kind of just like, if I have like a break and she's in the office, like I go and talk to her, and like, like the first day of school, like she was just kind of like, she like was like, oh, hi Hayley, and I'm like, oh, hey Sandra, and then, like, the next day she like messaged me on Facebook and she's like, hey, so you look like really fit, like congratulations, like is everything okay? And then I'm like, I was like at school, and so I was just like, I went to talk to her and I'm like, you know what, like you seem like a good person, like we have like we both like video games, we like the same music, like, and you seem like a person that like doesn't get into bullshit, so like I'm going to like confide in you. And so I like told her like everything, and like she's been like really helpful, like,
that's cool.
and like Sandra, cool.
That's cool.
And like she like saw me like walking through the parking lot yesterday, and like she texted me, she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, Hannah just like, you know, publicly embarrassed me. But I'm talking to my mom right now, so you know, at least I'm talking to somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah. But
that's crazy. Like, honestly, because I was watching, guess what I watched like yesterday,
Huh.
2 days ago, the Mermaid's origin. I don't know why, it straight up popped into my head. That's why when you said like when to kick it, I said today, because honestly, just a couple days ago I was watching the video and I was just like, I don't know, I haven't seen Hayley, I haven't spoken to her in like a minute, and it's like knowing you since you were in the Bay, right? And then you coming here and like all the shit you've experienced, like it's crazy to view it from an outsider's point.
yeah.
Like, cause I saw the whole
Change.
the change,
The physical change.
the physical change, the emotional change, like, you know what I mean?
It's crazy.
Yeah. You remember when you called on Skype when you were at a party? And
Oh,
some dude was
yeah.
trying to make out with you? So
Yeah.
you're trying to go with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
I
Shit.
remember. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like,
You've gone through a lot with me.
yeah, like just by like just speaking with you too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just by us still keeping in contact
Mm-hmm.
throughout all this time, because like I don't know how it is with your like other friends and like your other relationships and stuff, but like we haven't spoken or we don't speak for
A long time, but like
right?
I can confide in you.
Right, so I don't like, who knows what it is.
It's just
I
like
don't know if it's
you
just like the kind of people that we are.
some, well, like yes, but like there's some friends that like you can just, they're like low maintenance friends, I guess, and it's like it's the same thing with me and Sarah. Like you don't have to talk to that person.
Shout out, Sarah.
Shout out to Sarah. I sent her the picture that you sent me. She's like,
The first time I met you.
yeah, and she was like, I don't know. She's just one of those friends, like, we don't have to talk,
Yeah.
but like we understand each other. It's because we have the same view of people in society,
Yeah.
I think.
I think it's also what has to do with if you talk to somebody about what you're actually like thinking and feeling and shit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll straight up tell you, like I won't talk to you all the time, cause
Yeah.
and like you understood that too.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like we both had that mutual like thing where it was like we're not obviously
Like
gonna be talking all the
we'll
time.
see each
And
other
so-
when
and,
we
like,
can.
Yeah, when we can, because
Yeah.
we both had like our lives going on.
Yeah.
So like that's what it is. It's just we just have that understanding.
Yeah.
Like there's like I have that understanding with other certain people
Yeah.
because I've straight up spoken with them about it, where it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like this, and it's just like it's cool.
Yeah.
So you gotta talk. You just gotta like be. Honestly, don't hide anything,
Mm-hmm.
and just straight up say what you're thinking, because then it honestly just says a lot.
Yeah.
And like that way, you just.
But like, yeah, so
It's crazy. That's crazy, man.
there's like, I've realized there's so many high maintenance people in Orange County.
Oh yeah, especially like the privileged ones.
Like that's what I realized. Like there's so many like people who like, not even just like relationship wise, they expect you to give so much, and it's like, what do you provide for me? Like,
That's what I'm saying. It's like honestly, it's like those like the privileged people in the OC. It's like all the people from like the foothills or Costa Mesa. Like,
dude, Lath Snapchatted me. He responded to a story I put on Snapchat, and he was like, wow, you're hot now. Like, water drop, like, hand emoji. And I was just like, you know what? This is the like, I'm not mad about this, because this is the reason why I like have you on Snapchat, so I can see the douchebag fuckboy things you have to come out
And
of.
the crazy thing is, it's real.